That's awesome. One thing I like that you said is you never know where you're going to end up. And the thing that's unique about both you and Elon is that you kind of dispel the myth that if you want to get into tech, if you want to start and have a career in software engineering, you have to start early and start coding when you're like in middle school. It's helpful, but I think what you're sharing with everyone is that you can pick up these skills along the way and you can combine your passions with these really strong technical skills. I'm going to shift gears a little bit, and here's a question I tend to ask most professionals I come into contact with because I think it's interesting and it tells the arc of your career journey. What was your very first job, like your high school job? What were some of the skills you acquired in that role? And then how do you still use those skills today? Elon, let's start with you.
Yeah, so actually my very, very first job I was a salad chopper at basically this place called not Evergreens. This is the one that I'm currently eating at. But back in Canada, I was working as a salad chopper. Pretty much people would just come and then ask for all the toppings, and then I would be able to mix the salads or like the combinations or like whatever order they wanted. That was my very first job. It's really crazy to me that was where I started and this is where I ended up. I really feel like the skills I got there was definitely teamwork, also communication. Some people might think that as software engineers, all you have to do is kind of like you're given bugs and then you just fix them like in a corner by yourself and then, okay, on to the next bug. But that's really not true. I really feel like as a software engineer, you have engineer in your title, right? So you are expected to really work as a team with other people, really learn how to communicate, try to bring across your ideas to really work and develop the product that you're currently working on or the service. So a bit of background on what I am currently working on. I am working on Remote Assist, which is a remote calling application for the HoloLens 1 and HoloLens 2. And as well as now we also release like a Remote Assist for like iOS and Android. So yeah, this is definitely a product that we have constant release dates for. The really cool thing about it is that of course we have a deadline, but since we don't have like hard deadlines, like, this is not like a service, we don't always have to constantly make sure that the application is always working. Of course, if you're working on a product together with other engineers, there will obviously be issues, which I feel like comes back to the point that the skill that I really acquired from just chopping salad and working with other people, like that has been really useful. Like I really know now a lot better how to communicate with people. Like sometimes you might be working on something and without realizing it, you just break something, like you break the work that somebody else has been working on, but you don't know, right? Because it just comes down to the fact that you're working on the same product at the same time. You will always have issues regarding that, but it's just how you navigate through all the issues and how you try to work together to make the product better. That I really feel like that's what engineering is about. For any other disciplines for engineering, like even like mechanical engineering, it's the same thing. You have to work as a team. So yeah.